Against all odds, you really are a champion. I know that many times we think of champions from books, and they are also in our minds sports figures, and yeah, some of those people are champions, but I'm talking about a real champion, a everyday champion on the battlefield of life. I'm Charles Cary, national trainer, speaker, and author, and I just want to talk to you about being the champion that you are. You know, a lot of times we hear television and media, whether it's movies, videos, video games, or even music, that try to tell a story, and they do. But sometimes the story that they tell, we follow that story not realizing that there's some things missing. You see, you've got what it takes to be great, and you've got what it takes to create change in your life. And you may not believe it, but I've seen it with my own eyes. You know, I've been able to create change and, didn't plan on it, but when things get tough, when times are hard, sometimes you have to dig deep and you can create the transition, which ultimately is a transformation which changes into the change you need. And that, my friends, is called being resilient. Once it happened to me with the substance abuse issues that I had. I never thought about it. I just went on and tackled the substance abuse issue, and I had to have help. That was the thing. I had to have help. But I tackled the substance abuse issue, and I came out on the other side. Now, the very first time, I failed because I thought I knew what I didn't know. And there was more. I wasn't strong enough. So you're going to have failures. If you go through life without failures, then you really haven't had a tough enough struggle. I failed once, and the second time I knew for certain it did not feel good being that close to the finish line. So the second time around, I made it my business not to fail. With cancer, the very first time, you never think it's going to be about you. It's always about someone in the newspaper, someone in another building, an older family member perhaps. But when it's you and it's your story, you have to face that realization. Not once, but twice. The first time, I didn't get scared, but I postured myself to be able to deal with the challenge. The second time, I had a better idea of knowing what to do, although the circumstances were entirely different. But I still came back, an example of being resilient. So what's so special about me? Nothing. What's so special about you? Nothing and something at the same time. So all I'm trying to tell you, if I can do it, you can do it too. See, the thing is, we're all wired a little differently, so we all think a little different. Our fears, some of them are greater for some of us, and some of them are nonchalant. But you have to dig deep for that certain something that lets you know that you are a hero. That certain something that lets you know that you will come out on the other side. Not being arrogant, but realizing that there's more to your challenge at the time than you really realize. The bottom line is we're all powerless over many things. But the thing you can be powerful over or have control over is your choice on how you deal with challenges. Your choice on how you deal with hardship. My friends, I promise you, you are a hero. Tell yourself that and realize that, and you'll go a lot further.